Burrito and enchilada! What's up everyone, I am Eric and welcome to another episode of NERDTELLA. That was weird, I know. And with all the Pokemon Go craze that's been going on, and with 80% of your YouTube feed being nothing but Pokemon Go videos, we're gonna take a step back and talk about another game that has a special place in my heart. What game is that, Craig? Well, I'll tell you what that game is. It's a little game called Alright, let's simmer down. Let's talk about this thing that a lot of you millennials do not know about. This was possibly one of the best games that came out for Nintendo 64 that allowed players to transfer Pokemon from the original Game Boy games such as the Yellow or Red. Shout out to my original Pokemon Game Boy players! You know who you are. So this game came out in 1998, just a couple years after it was first launched in Japan, known as Pocket Monsters. That allows you to plug your Game Boy game into the transfer pack and plug that into the back of the controller and play with that exact same character on the big screen. But if you didn't have the Game Boy games with you, you can simply rent the Pokemon that are on the game and you can set up a team of 6. There's so many battle combinations you can choose from. Squirtle versus Pikachu, Ekans versus Voltorb, Charmander and Jigglypuff, Caesar and Goofy, Burrito and Enchilada, Chocolate and Kit Kat, Greymon and Supermon, Diglett and Snorlax. Of course I would choose the 3 legendary birds as part of my team all the time and unleash those powers on the other Pokemon. And they even offered a few different modes to play from, including mini games that you can play up to with 4 other players. So if you're feeling a little nostalgic and you want a little more Pokemon in your life, I suggest playing the old Pokemon games on the Game Boy and hooking up those bad boys to the Nintendo 64 and play a little bit of Pokemon Stadium. Then we can see who the real Pokemon Master is. So that was just a little glimpse of the game. So if you like this video, please subscribe, leave a comment, and leave a like. And if you're watching this on Facebook, head over to my YouTube channel and check out my other videos. And if you're not already, follow me on Instagram and Twitter just to get a little more scoop into my geeky life.